Hey guys, it's Marissa
and Shauna,
and today's video is going to be
the worst purchases of 2022. This is going to be a brutally honest, products that sucked, things that were not worth the money, things we did not like.
Thumbs down, would not repurchase.
And we're going to be sharing a couple of things that were the best purchases, things we really did like Dossier, but that'll be later on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that was the worst purchase of 2022 were healthy junk foods that get really trendy on Instagram and TikTok, but they actually taste terrible.
Terrible. Like the Erewhon $17 smoothies. Mm-hmm. We bought those once and they sucked.
They sucked.
They sucked. I don't know what realm Mariana Hewitt thinks that tastes good. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
They look so pretty. I mean, I'm sure you guys, if you're on social media at all, you know what smoothies we're talking about. There's a blue one, there's a pink one.
The Hailey Bieber one, yeah.
Yeah, like they
so
just
gimmicky.
First of all, they're incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
Like $17 for a smoothie.
Double or triple the price of anywhere else. Mm-hmm. You're gonna for a smoothie of that like size.
And like they're full of healthy ingredients, but the problem is like they taste really artificial. They just don't really taste like delicious to me. Mm-hmm. Like they taste really artificial and they taste healthy in a bad way.
Yeah. Like the Mariana Hewitt smoothie, if I had to describe it, it would taste like you blended up almond milk with oatmeal and a banana and a bunch of powders. Like not that good, you know?
The powders, like I really strongly taste all of these really artificial, like
it's like maca powder.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just prefer smoothies that are a little bit more natural, like not with so many added powders and like added like chemicals to them. Like I just prefer like, frozen fruit, like almond milk, ice, pretty simple, basic, maybe some Greek yogurt, like not a lot of like artificial add-ins. Like you can really taste it and it's terrible.
See, like I just like Jamba Juice better. Like I'm sorry, I know it's like not healthy. Like
Jamba Juice is pretty healthy.
I mean, like it's just like it's like half the price of freaking Erewhon. It's bigger and it tastes good. Like I can actually I remember those Erewhon smoothies. We were struggling to get through it.
Yeah.
But not even just smoothies.
I didn't even finish mine.
Yeah,
it was $17 and I didn't even finish it. That's how bad it was.
You got like 2/3 into it. Yeah, it was really gross. It was really healthy. It was like for flavor, like 1 or 2 out of 10 at best. 2 out of 10 is like me being really generous. It was pretty bad. And there's also a bunch of other things like edible cookie dough that's like healthy or whatever.
You guys probably know, if you're on social media, that like healthy edible cookie dough has been really trending. And people were saying like, oh, it tastes so good. Oh, it's healthy, it's guilt-free. So I bought some off Amazon and it was really expensive. I think I got like 3 flavors for $40. Like it was expensive.
Pricey,
like, and I was expecting it to be good.
Yeah.
And it was not so bad that I don't even think we finished half of it. Yeah. It was sitting in our fridge for like months, and I just couldn't bring myself to eat any more of it.
It was gross. And I think if you phrased it as like edible powered bar dough, like if you phrased it as something healthy, then I'd be like, okay, I get it, like I see it, but phrasing it as like, oh my god, it's this delicious edible cookie dough, and it's so healthy. It reminds me of I Love Lucy. Tastes like candy,
vitamin B, vitamin.
That's what it reminds me of, because it was just so like bad and gross and like, I don't know. And even like, I know this isn't like junk food, but even the other day where I wanted to buy orange juice, they were out of regular, so I bought the like 50 calories a glass, low sugar one. And I was like, this isn't hitting the same as regular orange. Like, I don't know. I think like you have to be a little cautious when you're getting something that's like healthy. Because it just doesn't usually taste that good.
Well, I thought that Marissa described it really well, the edible cookie dough, because if you guys have ever, I don't think Power Bars, I don't know if people still sell them, but I remember growing up, like our mom had Power Bars and they were always marketed as like a diet bar.
Yeah.
And it was like this like brown, kind of like chewy. It was like the texture of like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
But like the taste was really gross.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It was just like, it was like better than nothing, but by no means a candy bar. Like whenever I would eat it, it was just like I was very cognizant of like, I'm eating a power bar. This is not candy. It's alright, but it's not candy.
Like the healthy edible cookie dough on the market, it tastes like a mushy power bar. That's exactly how it tastes. Exactly. So it's like, this is not, as someone who has had real cookie dough, this tastes nothing like real cookie dough.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So just definitely a worse purchase.
You know, comment down below if you guys can relate to any of these, because I feel like it can't just be us.
It can't be. So this one is something that I kept getting ads for on Instagram. I don't know why. I know people say TikTok ads are crazy, but I actually feel like Instagram has been giving me some like trendy ads. So I saw the one that was like those fleece lined tights where on the outside they're supposed to just look like regular like
sheer.
Yeah, like tights. Like you can get them in black, I think, and like nude colors and like different colors, and they're supposed to simulate like, oh, you're just wearing thin tights.
Yeah.
But actually on the inside they're fleece lined, so they're supposed to keep you warm. And so Sean actually bought a pair first.
Yeah, I saw all the ads on TikTok and I was sucked in. I bought them.
And I saw ads on Instagram, and so I saw that Shauna had bought one, so I bought one too because I had wanted to wear it. I think it was like for a New Year's Eve party.
Me too!
Oh my god, yeah, I had wanted to wear it for a New Year's Eve party, and it was the only like style that would arrive in time. Because like, I actually wanted to go for the plus size ones because it was a one size fits all, and I was a bit like,
those can sometimes run small.
Those can run really small. Like if this is meant for someone who's like a size 2 and a size 14 or 12, then I feel like that's like, it's a bit. So I wanted to get the plus size one, but it would not arrive for like weeks and weeks, like a month probably. So I went with the one size fits all, and it arrived, and the thing is it fit. It fit, but oh my god, the construction of it was terrible. Like, you know how tights, there's supposed to be a seam up the crotch?
Yeah.
There was like a seam around the crotch. Like,
that's so weird.
I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense, because obviously I'm not gonna freaking try it on camera, but like there was like a seam around the crotch. So basically it took your upper thighs and it just smushed them together. And I was like, this is so unpleasant. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when you have like, when you're sitting on like an uncomfortable like sticky couch and it like sucks your fat thighs together. That's what it reminds me of. Like unless you literally have a thigh gap and don't have your thighs touching, which is like not that many people, definitely not me, then like it was just terrible. Like
yeah, like the crotch just did not look right or fit right.
Yeah.
I think that I would try to repurchase this again because I still like the concept, but just from
a different seller. And I know that there's the tricky thing with these like trendy TikTok things is that there's so many sellers and a lot of them have really bad quality because they're just trying to mass produce it. They're just trying to capitalize off like, this item is hot, let's pump as many out as possible. They're not actually focused on like, let's make a good quality product.
Yeah.
So one thing I will say is I'm just happy that we bought it through Amazon, which has amazing returns, as opposed to like one of those sites where like you're never gonna be able to return it.
Oh yeah.
So I just feel like if you do buy trendy TikTok things, try and get them from Amazon, where the return system is very, very good. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Amazon returns, we actually went to Disney World earlier this year, well, last year.
Yeah.
Like around October, and I was looking for some cool Disney shirts for us to wear, and I ended up ordering some off of Etsy, and this actually falls into my worst purchases because the shirts came out really bad quality and I couldn't return them because on Etsy, the sellers, it's all independent sellers, so it's a lot of people like running small businesses, working out of their homes, and so the sellers set the return policy. So I was actually really unhappy with the quality of the shirts. It just felt like it was like an image that had been ironed on, and I felt like it was gonna like peel up off the edges, but I couldn't return it. But the fact that I didn't like the quality and I still couldn't return it made me feel like I just have to buy my Disney t-shirts off Amazon.
Yeah, that is really annoying. And like, Okay, so this is the one she's talking about, and it's like the ironing on thing, like I get it because like when you fold it, it kind of wrinkles. Like it's very clearly, like it's not really part of the shirt. It seems like just a big sticker someone ironed on that you could like buy and do yourself.
Well, I just feel like it looks good in the picture, but like you can't see the quality from a photo online.
And you can't feel it, like, you know? It's not like when you're in store and you can actually feel like, oh, this is scratchy and shitty quality. Like the shirt itself is fine, but it's mostly just the picture, the design, which is like the whole thing. And then like Amazon on the other hand, they have really good quality, but the thing about Amazon is when they don't have good quality, they are so good about returns.
They're so good about
returns. You can return it. Occasionally they'll even be like, oh, you can keep the shirt and we'll just refund you anyway. Like if they don't want to bother, I guess, with like the label or whatever. I mean, that's like rare, but like usually you do have to return it.
That's happened to us before though.
It's happened to us once or twice, but like I just feel like Amazon, it's like when you're getting something that's risky that you might want to return, go for Amazon.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing about Etsy is when I find a good seller, like especially for shirts or something, like I'll just order from them again. Like if it's like custom shirts or whatever, even if it's a little more expensive than other sellers, because it's just a big risk.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy something and spend like whatever, 20, 30 bucks on a shirt, whatever the price is, and have it come out crappy.
Yeah.
And then you can't even return it. You're stuck with it on top of that. It's just kind of like, yeah. So yeah, we've become a little more cautious on where we get our shirts from.
Okay, so the next worst purchase was actually, okay, it wasn't technically something I purchased because I checked it out from the library, but it was a book, and it was Jamie Lynn Spears' memoir, which was called Things I Should Have Said. And I read that book and I felt like I was losing brain cells.
Oh my
God.
so
bad. It was definitely, I mean, maybe, okay, I'm so glad I didn't spend money on it.
Oh God, dude.
It was definitely like a waste of my time, worst purchase. I felt like she didn't even read her own book. It was so badly written.
God, yeah.
I felt like she created the book through just like doing interviews with a ghostwriter. I don't feel like she actually even read her own book. I just did not enjoy it. So that's a worst purchase for me.
And also we had been watching Zoe 101, so it seemed like a very relevant thing for you to read. Like, oh, like Jamie Lynn Spears, we're reading Zoe 101. And you told me a bunch of stories from the book, and like she would literally send me pages, like read these 3 pages.
Yeah.
Like she would angrily text me pages from the book at like all hours of the day.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking it was bad too. And like I think she was very like, I didn't even read the book, but like she seemed very
I would
stubborn.
call her an unreliable narrator because as I was reading it, I just didn't trust what she had written.
Yeah.
It just seemed very like far-fetched, some of the stories.
And like that part where she was like, everybody else was friends and I was the outcast, and it's kind of just like, well, why didn't you make more of an effort with them? Like it's just kind of like, if you are the only one that has a problem with everybody, then I kind of see like you as the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like if everybody else, if you have an issue with like a dozen people, you're probably the problem. It's not just like 1 or 2 people. It's like, I don't know. And I know she didn't have issues with everybody, but I just thought she seemed really mean also to that girl, that the one who played Nicole in season 1 and 2, I think?
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2, yeah. She seemed really mean, and also like, I just don't take her perspective because you had the famous sister, Britney Spears, so you're gonna have a much better experience, a much better time, and like what you say goes, you know? And I just feel bad for the girl that was probably going on auditions with her mom, like probably won the role fair and square, and then you done run her out of the show. Like, I don't know what happened, I wasn't there, but I'm just saying there's 2 sides to every story, and I don't believe hers.
Yeah, Jamie Lynn Spears, she'd gotten a lot of negative publicity because of what was going on with Britney Spears and the conservatorship. Yeah. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I read the book and it was still really bad.
We don't trust you, Jamie Lynn. Yeah. We don't trust you. So this one is a purchase that I did, and I actually did make it through Amazon and ended up returning it. And it was those heatless curling rods. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of those fabric hangers, it looks like, but it's like 2 rods, and you take your wet hair and you wrap it up, and you're supposed to like sleep in it and then wake up with heatless curls. That's exactly what I did. And I think I want to say I left my hair in the rod for, I want to say like 16 hours, 14 to 16 hours.
That's a long time.
A pretty long time.
Yeah.
And I took it out. It was still a little damp, which I thought was kind of weird.
Oh.
But also, okay, like my hair, to be fair, my hair is very long and it is like quite heavy because it's long, but it like just didn't work. Like the curls, like it looked good for maybe an hour and then the curls fell out. And keep in mind, I hairsprayed it, like I did what I had to do, and it just didn't work for me. And I think like you said, I think your legging curls work better. Shauna has a tutorial on legging curls. Everybody go watch it.
Yeah, it's basically like curling your hair with a pair of leggings.
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok. I tried it myself. It works amazing. I made a tutorial. We can link it down below.
And also, it seems like it would be more comfortable to sleep in because the rods, like you're very, like, I don't know, it wasn't uncomfortable to sleep in the rods, but I was very aware that they were there, you know? So I don't know, like it was okay, but I just feel like for $20, it's tricky because I have a very specific hair type. I think if you had very short and thin hair, maybe it would work a lot better for you. But I feel like having any sort of like, if it's past your shoulders or if you have thicker hair, I feel like it's not gonna work that well. Either just use a curling iron, do some legging curls, like, you know, do another one, because I just feel like it didn't work that well. And I was disappointed because I really wanted it to work well. I wanted to find like a $20 solution, and everybody wants heatless, like where you're not putting like, you're not damaging your hair, but heat just works better, I'm sorry. So moving on to one of our best purchases, and I'm so excited to like start off the new year on this note, and it is Dossier! And I have the aromatic watermelon scent.
And I have the woody chestnut, which I feel like is really good for, I feel like the winter season. So my notes are pink pepper, orange blossom cloves, chestnut, vanilla, cedarwood, just so many yummy things. I actually feel like pink pepper smells really good.
Yeah. And my notes are bergamot, watermelon, cardamom, verbena, basil, vetiver, amberwood, so many good notes. And I love this one. Okay, this one is based on Ralph Lauren Polo, which is definitely like an expensive one. You can find it at the mall. It retails for a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I love that the cards have started putting concentration. Mine says 12% concentration.
Oh, well, mine is based on Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace Eau de Toilette, which is also a really expensive one. So yeah, I mean, we've talked about Dossier a lot. It's a brand that creates replicas of designer fragrances, and they're just really affordable.
Yeah, and they smell just amazing. Like if you blindfolded me and were like, this is a perfume that's like $200 at the mall, I'd be like, oh my God, it smells really good. And I love Dossier because a lot of their scents are very like unisex, which I love. Like I wouldn't smell this and immediately be like, oh, that's a very girl scent or that's a very guy scent. Like I feel like honestly, either or could wear this and you'd smell amazing.
They're really high quality. They're made in Grasse, France, and we will link Dossier down below.
Woo, check out Dossier.
Okay, so another best purchase that's going to be coming out in 2023 is, drumroll please, our merch.
So we have this really cute merch that's coming out, and you guys should all get it so you can be matching us. So we're still like doing like a little photo shoots with it, but we are gonna come out with it very soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'll probably post it like a ton on like Instagram and stuff. Definitely on YouTube, like once it comes out and like before it comes out. But yeah, I'm really excited about it.
We haven't released merch in so long.
I wanna say like 5 years or like something crazy, like a crazy amount of time.
I don't even know if I wanna call it merch because like it's a design that will be fun to wear like for anyone, like year round, I don't know.
Yeah, like I love it because it's like, it is a shirt you can wear year round and it's like, it's cute. It's like, I don't know, people like us will love it.
I know, we designed it like with something in mind that anyone who follows us will know exactly what it means.
My whole world basically is this merch. So we love you guys. Mwah. Definitely stay tuned for our merch, and obviously we'll have Dossier link below. And we love you guys. Mwah. And bye guys.
Bye guys.